everybody. In this video, gonna kind of go over this little logbook, log data journal book, whatever you want to call it. And it's in this one, as you can tell, and if you notice some of my posts, as of the last few couple days, this one's geared towards essentially just keeping track of your progress at distance or even long range shooting. But typically, when you which I got some notes here about referencing scope dials and stuff, but usually in this section here, there'll be like a spot where you can have, in most cases, at least in my experience, usually on this first page when you open it up, it'll have like a spot for your name, your phone number, your email, your address, and of course a spot where you can put some notes at. And then is to where, hang on, let me, because I already used a couple pages worth, but nonetheless, to kind of, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it'll have a couple examples on the back of the book to kind of show you what the paper on the diagrams and all look like on the inside, where you'll be able to put the date, whatever date that day is, and all time, if it was what day of the week, because they'll have like a little, at least in this case with this book, it'll have like little bubbles with the first letter of whatever, like say if it's Monday or Friday or whatever, it'll have it in the, like I said, I don't know how well y'all I'm gonna be able to get this to show up, but like in this little section here, you got little bubbles you can fill out to on what day of the week it is, what the location, your range is, and everything. Then of course, firearm, rifle scope, ammunition, seating depth, all that good stuff. And then of course, what conditions, the weather conditions are. If it's bright, hazy, overcast, changing, all that, and what kind of wind conditions are, and how the results went. And of course, on this side, you'll mark where your rounds landed when you fired that round. You know, I like I said, I hadn't used this particular. I hadn't used this book much, but it's the book I've been using for my M1A. You know, my M1A rifle. But that for rifles, that it's usually better to use for like your rifles and all for doing any sort of target shooting and all at distance or long range. But I wanted to kind of go over my little book there, which brings me to this next part. I've kind of wanted to give an update about. Hang on, let me get where I can move this phone tripod off to the side. But I've did some update, upgrade, update, whatever you want to call it, to my rifle since the last time. Kind of done so that I can get a bit of some more coloration on there to kind of match the theme. I would have went for like a purple to kind of match the other stuff I got, but I even did my color fill, and of course it's the M4E1 model of L rifle. But yeah, I it wanted like I said, I wanted to kind of go over that with everybody, kind of just say a little bit more about my rifle log book that I got, and kind of where the state of well, of how I got my AR currently. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll try to post another. I'll try to post more videos when I can. But thank y'all for watching. Bye.